god, you guys, face reveal. Yes, this is what I actually look like. Guys, this is so awkward being on camera and showing guys my face like this. I don't know, I just feel so awkward about it. Now you guys are gonna see me in public and be like, oh my gosh, can I get a photo? And I'll be like, yeah, I guess we can get a photo together. Yeah, I don't know, guys, I just feel so awkward showing you guys my face like this. Yes, we're doing more coworker confessions today. I don't know, I had fun reading the last time, so we're gonna do it again. Before I begin, if you have a coworker confession story that you would like to share for me to read in front of everybody so everyone can have a laugh at you, there is a link in my description where you can submit your coworker confession story to me to read in front of everybody online. I accidentally tackled a new coworker to the ground. How do you accidentally tackle somebody? Like, are you guys playing football? So I had a new coworker, we should call her Candace, join our workplace. A little context to the workplace was that it was a pretty large performance center, somewhat known internationally, but in the country itself, it's a pretty huge name. We had over 50 employees, but everyone still knew everyone there. And the work culture was pretty much the type that made us all interact with each other. So I go to Candace's department to give her manager a coffee. I owed him one for losing a small stakes bet and end up being introduced. Now I heard that there was a new hire in the department, and being the socially awkward jackass that I am, I even rehearsed how I would say hello in the most aloof but professional way possible. The plan was to sort of cool play it by pretending I didn't know someone new was there. But when introduced, walking up, shaking her hand, and saying something like, I hope you like working long hours while your boss plays Tetris, except that's where shit went sideways. I just gave her manager the coffee, and when he was introducing her to me, she stood up and walked into the aisle, and as I walked towards her, I accidentally stepped on my own foot and fell forward. What? Thanks to my hand being outstretched, I kind of took her down with me, and it just ended up looking like I was trying out a slow-moving division of the NFL. I thought the embarrassment would be localized to her manager, and myself. Luckily, she realized that it was just a colossal dose of bad luck and awkward clumsiness, so she laughed it off. And since the manager was a friend of mine, I thought he would be discreet, and therefore my secret QB skills were safe. But I'm never that lucky. Being a huge company, we had cameras installed everywhere. Security apparently happened to see this transpire in real time, and then went back, got the clip, and made a funny edit of it that spreaded like wildfire throughout the office. I became the butt of most of the jokes coming for the following months. And whenever someone had a problem that needed troubleshooting, they'd call me to tackle it. TLDR, went to shake a new coworker's hand, tripped, tackled her to the ground, instead became a local meme for a while. Basically, what you have to do now to kind of get everyone to forget what happened to you is to have someone else get embarrassed so everyone can talk about them. To get everyone to stop talking about you, and then everyone will forget what you did. So let me think. Maybe you could set someone up and like tie their shoelaces together so they'll fall when they stand and start to walk, and they just fall, and that can get on camera and someone can edit that. You could start calling somebody like a weird nickname that like really sticks, and then everyone will focus on the nickname. You could bring your clumsy coworker coffee and set them up to spill the coffee, like just like set it up and put it right next to their elbow with on the side that with their dominant hand, and then they bump it with their dominant hand when they go to do something, and then everyone will be talking about, oh my gosh, can you believe that so-and-so spilled coffee on her desk today? She's such a klutz. You could blow up the bathroom and blame somebody else, or just quit your job and move states. That might be your best option, actually. Just quit your job, leave the state. that you're in, go somewhere on the opposite side of the world, and then you can pretend like it never happened ever again. That might be your best bet. I forgive my coworkers. I'm about to leave my current job. Nobody at my job particularly likes me. I work as a waiter, and basically all my coworkers, front and back of the house, have insulted me personally or made my life difficult when it was convenient for them. Bullies, high school bullies, you guys. They are everywhere at all these jobs. They just bully people for no reason. And I feel like it's something that's very common that happens, and it happened to me at my first 2 jobs. I got bullied by a manager that was triple my age, and she was bullying me. Mind you, I was like literally an underage person. I wasn't even 18 yet, okay? Straight up bullying me. If you're watching this, fuck you, you bullying ass bitch. And I hated you so much, and if I ever see you again, it's on site. I'm sorry guys, that wasn't even part of the story. Let me continue reading. I recently got an offer for a job relevant to my degree. Oh, that's probably why they're bullying you, because they see that you're in college and you're getting your degree, and they're just going to be stuck working that job for the rest of their life, and they're jealous. The day I put in my last 2 weeks, I received the silent treatment from everybody in the restaurant. And that is why, okay, you guys, I'm sorry I'm like interrupting myself every like sentence, but that is the reason why you don't put in a 2-week notice and you just stop showing up to work. Because people will treat you awful and make your last 2 weeks of work so awful and horrible, and it's not worth it. If they're the type of people to do that because they're already being rude to you, just stop showing up to work. Just work till you're done. Just don't. Especially if you already have a new job lined up, just stop. You don't want to work there anyways. You never want to go back there. Why would you make things like, why would you leave on good terms if everyone is already rude to you? You know, you obviously never want to go back there, so just leave. Today, I thought I'd speak my mind to one of my coworkers whom had in the past accused me wrongfully of stealing money from them. I said that since I'm about to start a new job as an engineer, I'd be sure to pay them back. You go, girl, with your engineering job. Despite being the one who was being confrontational after saying this, I was set into a terrible mood for the entire day. I don't blame you. I kept thinking about how much I hated working in this restaurant and was tempted to walk out. Yeah, that's really how it is every day when you work in a restaurant. When I got home, I reached for a drink, something I rarely do, and watched a video by a psychologist I'm subscribed to on YouTube. You know who else you should subscribe to? Me. Guys, thank you for 100 million subscribers. I am so, oh my god, I'm so lucky to have 100 million subscribers right now. You guys saved my life, and you're letting me follow my dreams because you think I'm funny. I love you. Thank you. In it, he talked about how Jesus taught that it was morally wrong to be angry at your neighbor. Something that seems to me ridiculous. How can I be responsible for my anger? I never chose to be angry. I became angry when people did things that hurt me. To my surprise, Don Caraveth defended what Jesus had to say. He talked about how we should seek to correct wrong emotions, thoughts, and desires, and that these things can be wrong even if we don't act on them. It made me think, well, I've been angry. I only considered the ways I've been wronged. I haven't considered the ways and perhaps I frustrated these coworkers, let alone reasons why my coworkers are the troublesome people they have become. Even the fact they were bothered that I found another job, ... It's like they're jealous of me. Probably hurts some of them to see me succeed. That's what I'm saying. That's literally what I've been saying. They're jealous. I don't want to hold a grudge against these people. Do I want to stay in touch with any of them? No. But do I want to forgive them? I think I can at least do that much. That's really healthy to forgive them for being so awful and thinking that maybe it's just the circumstances of their life and why they're acting like that. At the same time, I'm not as mature as you are, and I would have been petty and just walked out and never came back. But I'm really proud of you for being mature enough to forgive them as so many people be holding grudges in their life. And you're way too nice of a person, because I would have never even thought or wanted to pay them back. And that's probably why you got an engineering job and you're doing great in your life right now. And I'm not. I expressed my concerns about a pedo coworker even though I am one myself. You guys, I didn't read any of these stories. I just picked them out based off of the titles. So I'm sorry if this one's weird. The first sentence is not okay. Like, what is this story from Epstein himself? I work as a teacher and I love boys. Okay, it's giving like Epstein himself. Maybe he wrote this and this is his Reddit account. The best moments of my life have been with boys. It's the same experience that a guy would have with a girl. I'm one of the lucky pedos in the sense that I can be sexually attracted to a boy, but it goes away once I develop a relationship with one. Okay, I'm not gonna finish reading this story. I'm just gonna say that you need to die. That story, I just read it like really fast in my head and not out loud. If you by chance wrote this story prior underscore rhubarb 9102, if you haven't died yet, that might be a good place to start. And you shouldn't be allowed to be near children or work at a school. I think it's really weird that if you're attracted to kids that you would give into it, and instead of getting help you would just become a teacher and work at a school. You should probably die. You guys, I don't really know what else to say about this, and I'm sorry for even picking out this story and traumatizing everyone, including myself. I want to end the video now, but I don't want to end the video on such an awful and horrendous story like that. Like, I feel a little traumatized, and I kind of just want to read one more story to kind of lighten the mood a little bit so we can all end on a good note here. Yeah, guys, I'm really, really sorry. Like, that's like, please do not submit any stories. If you're a pedophile, I do not even want you to watch my videos. Stay the fuck away from me and children and schools and daycares and anything where there's a child, and you should probably just like live in a sewer or something. So this is the last story I'm gonna read because I'm traumatized. And I'm sure everyone else is, and we want to end on a good note here. I just made a coworker's mouth drop with a passive aggressive insult. It felt so good. I'm a stripper ... We can consume alcohol at work ... Well ... I asked a newish bartender for a glass of wine when I started my shift tonight ... I had the cost of the glass exactly in cash when I asked her for it, and also said I would tip her when I made some more money ... When she brought me my drink, she was so rude ... Are you by chance still drunk? Well, you're writing this. Are you by chance still drunk? I gave her my cash for it ... She counted it twice and gave me a dirty look. I told her again, I tip her when I had the cash. She rolled her eyes, gave me the stink eye, and said, yeah, right, and rolled her eyes again. At the end of all of her sentences, by the way, it's dots. It's multiple dots at the end of all of her sentences. I'm just gonna stop saying them because I don't want to anymore. Fast forward a few hours. When I had the cash to tip her, I went back to the bar and waited for her to acknowledge me. It took about 20 minutes or so. I gave her a $10 tip on an $8 drink. She gave me a shocked look and smiled. I then tossed the cash at her and said, next time I'll order a drink and say I'll tip her, don't roll your eyes at me. The look of shock and embarrassment on her face as I smiled again and walked away was the best revenge I've had in a very long time. No regrets, don't be rude at me and I won't be rude back. And next time you should tell her that if she rolls her eyes at you and is rude to you again, that you're not going to tip her, and you should just go behind the counter and pour your own drinks and pay for it yourself, and then tip yourself $10. So then it's like, you know, it's like girl math, because you're making $10 every single time you pour yourself a drink. because you're pouring it for yourself and tipping yourself. And next time she wants a drink, you should pour the drink for her and charge her and say, okay, that would be $18 for one drink. And then you keep the extra money for a tip for yourself. And you should also steal all her clients and make them tip you all of their money so they have no money left to tip her. Well, okay, that was it. That's all I wanted to read today. Thanks for watching, guys, and if you agree with me, like the video, and if you don't agree with me, then dislike the video. And if you want to tell me your stripper stories too, I take stripper stories. Link in description. And if you enjoyed my face reveal next video, but I will only do a face reveal again when I have 11 million subscribers.